We're back to Neil Haley Show, and it's Office Hours with Pat Riley and Neil, the media giant Haley, and also Rich. I don't know if Rich can talk or not. We might get to hear. No, we're not. See, that's the mistake. Conversational AI. But Pat, again, deception underway. AI enthusiast slash AI consultant to the stars. Appreciate it, Pat, for stopping by.
Thanks.
So let's talk about ours. This week, I would say, is a week to almost catch up. I almost feel like I'm getting there, but I feel for people about AI. But I want to get your conversation first today.
Yeah, I'm still working on it because obviously I have so much stuff going on. I got a full-time gig. I still write. I have other side projects. I'm getting there. It's not a problem. But yeah, this week it actually helped me out quite a bit. One thing it did was I had two separate podcasts. I had one on Friday, one on Saturday. The one on Saturday, you got to talk to the guy. He's good. He's looking to be on other shows. So I'll put you guys in contact. Great. Have you seen that episode? I don't know if you
No,
saw
I
that.
just have been, I clipped up your other one first, and I'll clip this one the following week.
Yeah, this one's really, really good because yeah, just his story is really cool. And so one thing that it did for me was once I had the transcript, write a description, throw it through, I had two separate projects set up, and I did that through Manus. It took it gave me a good description, really broke it down what I needed to really say. And then I said, hey, I need a thumbnail. Just create a thumbnail, Manus. It created a cool thumbnail for the Venus flytrap. It included a flytrap. Great. What I noticed was I was like, hey, he's got some like a really attractive woman on his website. So I pulled that, slapped it into the thumbnail. I just said, hey, can you update it? Manus updated it. So it was perfect. The other issue I ran into was since I recorded on Zoom, because he wanted to have a virtual background, which was great. I saw his other podcast. He has virtual backgrounds. Let's roll with Zoom. But he wasn't real close to his mic. He's really, really animated. So it was great. The just way he speaks. But his tone was low on the recording. And of course, when I hear it, I just naturally increase the volume on my side. So I was booming, his was light. And what I did was I tried a few different ways to resolve it. And I know, Neil, you were going to try to help me as well, but I gave it to Rich. And I said, what can we do? He checked it out and he said, yep, he's single channel. I can't. And he gave me some options and I tried a few things. But he said, hey, I'll try something. So Rich did it. And he created it. And so on Monday, I was able to upload it. And after I uploaded it, I tested it out. It sounded great. I was like, holy
So, how
crap, he
did
did
Rich
it.
do it? What did Rich do?
Oh, it's somewhere in the logs. If I can find it, it's been a while. Let me no, I can't find it. Because my sessions ended. But he had a tool that he was able to download onto the Mac and he updated the voice. So I'm still a little loud, but my guess was right on the money. It was great. So now, because that was the thing that I looked at, it was okay, when I get to YouTube, people can see the full content. It's also going to go to Spotify and Apple Podcast. Perfect. He did the majority of the talking. Obviously, he's a guest. We're promoting his book. That's the way it's supposed to be. And with the shorts, awesome again, because now it clips it. His voice was right on the money. So I was really happy with that. And I didn't have to do any work on my side. Rich did it all through
So,
AI.
how many credits did he think that cost you? This is me always asking about the
Of
credits.
course, I think it was like $5 if
That's
I had
it.
to. Yeah, it was not much at all. It wasn't much. I mean, it was a
So,
lot better than
so
anything.
when can Rich start being on the podcast?
Right now, see his voice. You know, let me work on that. That's pretty good. That's a great idea. I wonder if I can get him on, if I can pull a Zoom API up.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just ask him real quick because
So are you able to give the API to Rich, and Rich can connect to Zoom?
I'm just wondering. Let's ask him. Hey, Rich, can you connect to Zoom through an API so you can be part of a podcast? Let's see. And actually, I had to clean him up earlier because he had so many processes running. He's getting kind of slow. And then he's like, "Hey, I've got 86 agents that are doing heartbeats and stuff." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh, great. Oh, let's
Okay.
see here. Let's see what he has to say. not directly in the current setup, but it's possible with the right tools. That Zoom API, yeah, it can create, schedule, and manage the meetings. So that's what he can do through Zoom. He can pull the transcripts and recordings after the fact, and he can send webhooks when events happen. Can't do it easily. How people actually do it. Recall.ai, the most robust
No, ask
option.
him if you put him on like speaker on the computer, can you join us on the podcast? I've done that with ChatGPT, but ChatGPT's conversational AI is awful. Grok is really good. Grok would be an interesting convo as well, but I want somebody that is just we don't own them. This is your guy, Rich. You own. I don't own Grok. I don't own ChatGPT. There, this is your creation. You're a that's your Frankenstein,
Yeah,
Doctor Frankenstein,
there
Doctor. Yeah.
we do have the Zoom Video SDK. Lets you build a custom participant. Requires significant development work. So, Rich, what's it going to take to create that video SDK so you could be part of the Zoom call?
But can he also, if he was on the same computer, but you have Rich on a different computer?
That could possibly be. And I had him on 11 Labs, so I gave him a voice through 11 Labs. But the problem, I didn't like that because what it did was it was recording. So I was able to hear his voice, but through a recording. He did say significant development work, but I'm not developing in it. He is. So it's but
Exactly. Anything significant. So this is
hmm
the power of Rich
yeah.
versus which I've not gotten started with, and I'm waiting because I have to have everything set up before I go crazy with Victor. Victor's
Okay.
not ready yet.
hmm
Victor would be on my Slack, and then he would connect to all my APIs. And I was wondering what can Victor do that Rich can do.
hmm
So ask Rich. This is the question for Rich. Rich, can you do everything? Can Victor do everything you can do?
And Victor's with a K, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Rich, can you do everything that Victor can do? And that's Victor with a K. Victor is
Can Victor
another
do everything you
agent.
can do?
Yeah,
That's
can
the other way.
Victor do everything you can do, Rich? Let's see. And he did, of course, he misspelled it. Whatever. Or it wasn't him. It was the what I do whisper flow still. So that's
Yeah.
how I talk to him. I just do whisper flow. So he's checking it out. He did find Victor Agent. So oh, he doesn't have record of it. It's a new tool. Once I know where Victor lives, um,
It's a
let's see.
software that acts as your agent on look search Victor the company. That's where he needed.
Yeah, Rich, there's a company called Victor, and they are an AI agent. So that's Victor. See if you can find them.
Rich should be able to find him. But see, this is the other thing. Victor does, I mean, Rich is not the most intelligent. You still could have a more intelligent ChatGPT or Gemini, right?
Mhm. Sure, sure. Yeah, and with Rich, I can point him into those areas as well. So he can go to chat, he can go to Gemini, and I can include Opus, but I don't want to spend thousands of dollars for Opus on Claude. So he can do a lot more. So he did find it. So oh, he broke it all down.
All right,
Let's
you read
see.
it and we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll
so
read it, read and weep. Go.
Lives in Slack, yes. For Rich, no. You know, he needs an integration. 3,000 plus tool connectors out of the box. That's what Victor has. Requires setup per tool, so he can do it. Rich can do it, but it's just out of the box. Build reports, PDFs, both can do it. Runs code, both can do it. Proactively watches channels, both can do it because Rich has the heartbeat. So web browsing is limited on Victor. Rich has full browser control. So
Mm.
file system on the computer, no on Victor. Yes, full Mac Mini access, and Rich has that access for today. So let's see, privacy. No, for Victor, it's in their cloud. Yes, for Rich, because I have him on my machine. And then customized to you? No, for Victor, because it's generic. Yes, for Rich, because he's
So
deeply
what so
personal.
what makes that strength? So ask Rich what makes those other things stronger to have those little skills. What extra things can you do that Victor can't?
Mhm. Let's see here. So I mean, he's got a lot here. Holy crap, he's got a lot. He really he spits off so much. Um, let's see. You want to know what the difference is? Hold on, I'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah, it just kind of just said so. Um, he can do. Rich can do WhatsApp, and it looks like a no on that. Multiple agents, no on Victor. I'm not doing Victor. I got Rich. I'm good on everything. I'm good. I'm not
But you don't
going.
want but there's more so which who's more reliable, Rich or Victor?
Oh, it'll be Rich. I can tell you that one right now. I'll tell you, Rich. There's more maintenance I have to do on Rich because
That's the
but
thing that a busy person does not want is maintenance.
today I did an update. I caused some issues, and so I got them up and running, no big deal. And that was an update I applied. And then once I had that, I was like, "Hey, Rich, it's running a little slow. What's going on? How we can get this going?" And he said we had that. Do you remember a couple weeks ago we had 86 agents loaded? Well, those agents were just kind of sitting in the other room, just sitting there. And what he said was we need to just kind of deactivate them, like send them home. Hey, we'll just put them on an on-call basis. They can come back when we call them in. So that's what we did. They're on an on-call basis.
So
They're still available to us, but they're not living in our house, taking up our memory where we have to keep checking on them like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? We don't have to do that because that was bogging down on my machine.
all right.
So now I'm down to three agents, Rich and two others. And so he's a lot faster.
So let's talk about my headaches this week. All
Okay.
right. So setting up the funnels with my software, which I'm not giving you, you guys got to contact me, but I have about 100 agents working for me right now. I mean, I'm managing about 100 agents right now. And that means daily work on all different things from social media to email workflow. What I found out is hallucination is the worst thing that happens. It really gives a lot of hassle. You think you're on the right track, and hallucination comes, and it comes from nowhere. You wouldn't expect that type of hallucination ever. And you're like, what the heck? Like, I can't get you any more leads. So now my idea is I'm connecting other large language models. I went to ChatGPT, and this is a recommendation to everyone. Most people don't use the research section in ChatGPT. It's powerful, unbelievable. So first I gave the problem, made him an expert, said, I'm building agents out. You're going to be my agent to help me become better at that platform. Not saying the name of that platform. Why? Because it's the ancient Chinese secret. I'm not telling you. I'll tell you, Pat, outside of there. But
Mm-hmm.
Pat, it wouldn't matter for you because you're not at that point. And you can use my software for free anyways, because I'll just build another workspace for you and we'll go. But I'm trying to use it in a way that's going to get me results now without any risk. Now, when I'm ready for the next phase, which is OpenClaw or potentially another program, Victor's going to be my next step up before I say, okay, now I'm going here because I'm using Claude Cowork on an everyday basis to scrape leads. I have 4 agents working for me, Claude Cowork, every day scraping leads. And they're doing a pretty good job. I've not tested them yet, but they're scraping them. So the problem is that's happening is, oh, I've run out of leads, or I can't get you any more leads, or I'm not going to have, or I'm not going to follow your script. So those are the processes, the issues that we're dealing with right now. The other issue is using email. I didn't know this, but I shouldn't be using Neil Haley at neilhaley.com to send out for my clients' emails. It's going to kill my domain. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why that is. Do you know that answer, Pat? Why you lose your authority of your domain?
I don't know why you can lose the authority on your domain. I just know is that if I receive an email from one of your clients, but it's from you, I'd be like, who's this guy? Well,
No,
it should be
but
from
I'm
your
being like their
clients.
publicist, and
Hmm.
so I'm
Oh, yeah.
really selling them. But
Yeah, that
it
makes
worked
sense.
so far. But a lead magnet needs to do better. So we're
Hmm.
really going into things I couldn't create funnels before. I'd have to use the click funnel way, or have to create these funnels and create these systems. Now my agents do all of that. The problem is it's still not there yet. However, imagine if I have 1,000 agents working for me every week, how much productivity I'm going to do.
Hmm.
I'm almost there. When I'm there, you click it on and say, let's go. Opus Clip, I got the API now. I'm really
Oh, you
excited.
do?
Yeah, so
Oh, good.
basically it's a beta, probably
Okay.
because I have Opus Pro. You did Clips. Did you do you pay for Opus Pro?
Yeah, I do. I have
You
Pro.
have the API now too. So I got to find
Okay.
out where the next phase in that API is. So we're getting closer. But this is my update. So I wanted your take on this. So basically, I was told if I use my email like neilhaley.com or use a Google account or an Outlook account, you're not going to get, you're going to kill your domain authority for your email deliveries because of the amount of deliveries. If you
Hmm.
don't use your email and you use a Gmail or something else, you need to go purchase your own domain. So for one of our clients, we purchased a subdomain and just purchased through Namecheap and then went ahead and created a Google Workspace. And now we're going to send out emails through that inbox using our agents. So because he wanted certain things, the client wanted certain things that for renewals or certain other things, he didn't want to send through a regular Google account
Hmm.
through that email, not the new leads. These are ones he's targeted that he has an agent running those.
Okay.
Through our program, I have it rolling. That's a pretty good success rate that I probably have sent over, I'd say 10,000 emails this week or more
Mm.
for my clients. Is that a pretty good number?
It's a little shy, but you're okay.
10,000?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How
No.
many? What would inside sales reps or more? I could
Well,
go through
yeah.
the progress. So
No,
that's
no,
where,
that's great.
but that's great. But I'm
Hmm.
only start getting its thing started, and I'm working on also AI to call people. I
Hmm.
want the leads and then make phone calls so we can get into the sales point till we get them to almost finish. And there
Sure.
are some programs out there.
Hmm.
Ask
Yeah.
Rich. Ask Rich what are the
I
best
do
phone.
have an update from Rich because, of course, I scrolled
Yeah,
down. He gave me so much information on Victor. So he did say the real difference. Victor is built for business teams. So there you go. Multiple employees collaborating with one AI. So that's a bonus. But so that would help. For Rich, he said, I'm your personal AI chief of staff with deeper access and more customizations running on your own hardware. Where Victor beats me right now is the plug and play tool connections. So that's the big thing for you is Victor makes it easier to connect in his
that's what
other
I'm thinking is
tools.
having Victor
Yeah,
as my project manager. I can
yeah.
go create a paid Slack
Hmm.
and have him
Yes.
in 50 different projects,
Hmm.
going in and reviewing each one of the projects and seeing how
Sure.
Marbleism is part of, what I say, Mumble, that organization, my
Hmm.
software is one of the people. Then I
Hmm.
have team members that are my clients. They're in there with Victor, and Victor's giving reports and updating things. That will be
Hmm.
powerful. I don't know how much that's going to cost.
Yeah,
So that's again, how quick will I burn through credits? So I'll
yeah.
test on one area first because I'm
Hmm.
not going unless it's going to bring me sales.
Yeah.
I am not going to put it in, or someone's going to pay me. I'm
Hmm.
not going to do something
Yeah.
like that. But I
So
think,
one of the things that Victor can do is pull like Stripe data or meta ads. He can integrate that right away where Rich could do it, but it's a more of a customization. I could integrate with him, but it takes a little longer.
and the API is expensive. I mean, getting the API set up versus where the plug and play that Victor's throwing. So
Hmm.
let me ask another question to Rich.
Okay.
Rich, why purchasing a new domain email that's from a .com is much better than using your current email or a Gmail or Outlook?
Okay. So Rich, why is it purchasing a new domain instead of using an existing or a Gmail? Why is it so much better to in that process? I think I might have
Yeah,
said it the right way.
an email. Hmm. And let's see what
Let's see.
Rich comes back with.
In email. Okay. All right, let's see. And of course, I do have to look because I am curious about the Zoom SDK. He did talk about it, about he actually put the number of days it would take to develop it. But I'm like, hey, I think we can probably get this done, buddy. I'll just give him a whole bunch of API credits and see what he can do. So, God, he just overloads me with data. This is why AI is great, but unfortunately, they just give you too much.
I love all the data. It's
Yeah,
fantastic. I love it. But I'm
yeah.
sure all day looking at computer screen, you don't want to go back to a computer screen after that. And
Hmm.
it's like for my business, I'm like, okay, let's just keep doing it. They say people's eyes are burning. They stay up that late running agents like you.
Hmm.
That's
Well,
like this one.
it's true.
Just spending all this time working because it's like a video game. It's literally
Mhm.
like a video game, and it's so
Yeah.
cool. and
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to create next. But go ahead.
Yep. So let's see. The biggest one is when you send a marketing email using a Gmail spam filters. They filter out Gmail, Outlook, Apple immediately as being suspicious. So if you go off a Gmail, you might be going through spam. So yeah, I get a lot of those emails on my personal one, for the book. They're like, "Hey, we can do this, we can do that," and I'm
Yes.
sitting there going, "You're all Gmail. Why are you Gmail?
And they're
And
going
why are
through
you?"
it. And so it's not that expensive for goodness sake. And
Hmm.
that's why I'm trying to work on. And that means that you don't have the authority, but I'm just thinking for another client. So I can run.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to do is an AI agency, and I might be changing the name. Thank
Hmm.
you, Eric Sue. He has Single Grain as his marketing agency and Single Brain for his business AI consulting firm. I might come up with Media Giant AI consulting, but I have not decided on that. I'm going to help build your consulting business as well because
You
I,
mean the Riley AI Group.com?
yes, I can
Already got it.
easily, but well, why don't we set up some emails? But you already have that one. You might have to build another email,
Hmm.
create that email, buy a name sheet, do that Google Workspace. That's like 25 bucks, $6 a month. And we just start sending unlimited emails out
Okay.
to people for AI consulting and
Hmm.
figuring out who that vertical is.
Yeah. And so what we'll do is, and because among everything else I have, that's on my list because I have that. I have the fraud safe training I need to develop.
No, I can help
I got
market that
books.
too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
But see,
I'm ready.
so that's
I
why
need to
we got to
find a
get.
day off.
Well, isn't there a day off Monday?
I do. I actually have a full day off. If you're available, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
let's talk. You let me know. I'm interested in all these other things,
mhm,
and like I said, this is the key component: is really going into full force AI and marketing. People just need marketing. Like I just got a phone
mhm,
call today. I'm marketing. I'm like, when do I have time? And I'm trying to set up all my infrastructure, and then I can scale unlimitedly. That
mhm,
means it'll be a two-man team, Vanessa and myself, and no one else but AI agents. That's
mhm.
what I'm looking to build. And you'll say,
Yep.
well, what does that mean? The bottom line
Neil,
is, yeah.
I got a great idea. This is the way we can figure this out. We need to have a workshop 1 week, you and I. Bring Vanessa, I'll bring Renee. We're going on a cruise, and that way we can just be well, not we're disconnected because we'll be using the hell out of their Wi-Fi package. You and I could just sit down, we can just hammer this all out, and we can build all the businesses we want, but
She
we'll
just
be
said
out at
yes.
sea. She okay with it?
She is
Awesome.
okay with it.
I'll let my wife know. Just we'll
Yeah,
figure out a nice
yeah, I have a good time.
5 day
Yeah,
cruise,
yeah,
something
I
like
like
that.
that.
I need to get away, and we might as well work.
Yes, but then we have to sneak Starlink onto the cruise.
Oh, I could do that because it's at Sam's Club. I can just buy a Starlink, put it
How much
outside of
is
the
Star? How much
balcony.
does Star? How much Starlinks cost
I
for
think they're
business ones?
250.
How
Well,
much?
they're 250. I don't know how much they are per month, but I think the
That's something to
package.
ask Rich. That's why you have Rich right next to you. That's why you got a Rich to talk all the time.
Yeah,
Well,
hey Rich, how much is Starlink and how much is it per month for a business? Okay, he'll come up with
but
it.
I can definitely help you grow that, the other
Mhm,
marketing, all those things, and just would just roll because I
mhm.
have the marketing ideas. So that's pretty much our office hours. The latest thing is the email. And what did Rich say about the email? Well, he just, oh,
Oh,
I understand now. So,
yeah.
but why don't you? You can use your regular email,
Mhm,
but it could hurt the email down the line,
mhm,
especially if you don't have a lot of deliverables for domain authority. We might have to ask that a question in our time.
mhm.
All right,
Sure.
go to. You have one website still, right, Pat? None of the other ones are not developed yet.
That's live. Yeah,
Yeah,
underwaybooks.com. You can still buy books, contact me that way, and
and we'll
good
talk
to go.
about the consulting side. All right,
Yeah.
go to and I appreciate it. That was the Neil Haley Show, guys. Take care.